What's going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and this one we do have something a little bit different. So I know I did not upload a video yesterday, and again I'm trying to upload not necessarily every day in November, but really as much as possible. But I just didn't really like the idea I had for yesterday's video. So yesterday was supposed to be my previous PC or previous PC fails, and then today's video is supposed to be my current PC slash starting a new one, which definitely stay tuned for that at the end of the video. I'm gonna actually try to start a brand new PC in this video. So we're gonna open up eBay, do a little exploring, and see if I'm able to find something. So stay tuned for that. But I think my issue with yesterday's video was classifying some of my past PCs as failures. I don't really necessarily like classifying them as failures. I wouldn't really say any of them are failures. They didn't just necessarily go to the moon. So I didn't pick Luca or Anthony Edwards or guys like that. So I decided to go ahead and combine everything into one video. So we are going to look at some of my previous PCs, and then we'll get into what I am currently collecting, as well as starting that brand new collection. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to move some of this stuff off to the side. That's going to be the current slash future, and let's just go ahead and get into the previous PCs. Again, I don't want to classify anything as failures. They just didn't necessarily work out quite like I was hoping to. And a lot of these guys actually did have their moments. That's one thing that I have learned from my time in the hobby slash collecting. If you wait long enough, most guys are going to have a moment where their market does have a spike. And I did take advantage of a lot of those moments. You guys are gonna see DiVincenzo. If you guys have been following the channel for a long time, you already know who I'm gonna show. But we have some Dante DiVincenzo, we got Wendell Carter, of course we have Jordan Nwora. So all these guys have had moments in their market, and I did take advantage of a lot of them, but I did hold on to a lot too. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's take a look at some cards. These are just a few of the cards that I do still have of these guys. So really of Dante DiVincenzo, he's honestly probably the one guy I took advantage of the most. I know he got really hot last season for the Knicks, and I did let go of a few of his cards and actually made a decent profit on some of the cards that I had had for a very long time. So I really liked him coming out of Villanova. I thought he had a ton of potential and was a really, really good scorer. And we definitely saw that last season with the Knicks. That took a little bit of time, but it did finally happen. So I really only have a couple cards left of him. I have this immaculate rookie auto out of 99, and I absolutely love this set. So you guys might know Trae Young and Luca also have cards in this set, and because he is in that same rookie year as those guys. This is just a really, really nice set out of Immaculate, so I'm a big fan of this card. And then honestly, probably one of, if not the coolest card I have ever pulled, is this Dante DiVincenzo rookie auto. So again, he was really the main guy I PC'd this year, this rookie class. And I remember opening some status blasters, which if you guys remember 18-19 status, that was a super, super fun, inexpensive product, and it had some absolute bangers in there. I remember my wife used to actually open cards from time to time, and I remember out of status, she pulled a Trae Young rookie auto and a Steph Curry auto out of status blasters. So 18-19 status blasters were really, really crazy. But anyway, one of the coolest cards I've ever pulled. This one is numbered 9 of 32. So this was for the NBA draft night. So again, 9 of 32, and his jersey number, his rookie season for the Bucks was 9. So this was actually a jersey number, and just one of the coolest cards I've ever pulled of a guy, the main guy I was PCing. So this one's probably never going to go anywhere. That was a really, really cool pull. So first up on the list is Dante DiVincenzo, and another guy that I did PC from that same class is Wendell Carter Jr. And this is honestly probably the best card I still have of him. I did go ahead and grade it with Arena Club and it got a 10, but this is the courtside select tie-dye numbered to 25. So again, I wouldn't necessarily say DiVincenzo or Wendell Carter are failures. They are still, very solid role players in the NBA. Again, I just didn't pick the right guys like, Jalen Brunson. His market has gone crazy. Obviously, Luka. But Luka, even, when he was a rookie, his stuff was already very, very expensive. People were very high on him. So I kind of tried to pick guys like a little bit under the radar that were a little bit less expensive. So those were two guys from that class. And then you guys might remember I was really high on Sekou Doumbouya. And again, he did have a spike. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was his rookie season. He had an absolute monster dunk where I forget who he posterized, but he had a crazy dunk. He had a few games where he put up a lot of points and people could kind of see the potential. Unfortunately for him, I just don't think the work ethic was there. Not to mention he was on the Pistons, and the Pistons are just going to be terrible forever, I think. But yeah, so he also had a spike. I think I did probably let go of a few of his cards, but these are some of the better ones that I do still have. We got the Prism Blue, that's going to be numbered to 199. We have a select tie-dye die cut numbered to 25. Really nice auto out of Contenders. So this is the green shimmer that comes out of Optic. These are super, super hard pulls, still sealed in the Panini sticker. We got the Prism Fanatics Green Ice. We have a nice Spectra RPA there. And then finally, another nice one out of Contenders Optic, the Red Wave PSA 10. So honestly, the Wendell Carter and the DiVincenzo cards, I would like to hold on to. If anyone out there is interested in Doumbouya, let me know. All of those are definitely available. I'm willing to part with those. And then finally, the main guy that I went crazy on in terms of a PC is Jordan Nwora. And honestly, that's really just because he came out of Louisville. I'm a huge Louisville basketball fan, and I kind of got into collecting or the hobby like right after Donovan Mitchell's rookie season, and his stuff kind of went crazy because him and Tatum are like probably the top two guys from that class. So his stuff went crazy. So I was a little bit late on Donovan Mitchell. So I kind of, just went crazy on Jordan Nwora. And as you guys can see here, I have some crazy stuff. Contenders Green Shimmer, Contenders Red Shimmer, number to 5. We got pretty much every short print courtside out of Select. We got the Elephant, we have the Tiger, we got the Zebra, we have the tie-dye to 25, we have the green to 5. We have first off the line purple, I believe that is to 5. So first off the line purple. I thought we had the orange. I might have missed the orange. I'm almost positive we have that one too. But the only Revolution cards that I have in my collection that are, two of my favorite parallels, the Galactics and the Lavas. The only two cards I have are of Jordan Nwora. So we got the Galactic here, and then we have the Lava number to 10. And then we do have an NT RPA as well. That one's number 275 with a nasty patch. And then some of the more crazy like graded cards I have, Donruss Choice 1 of 1, which fun fact, this one got a PSA 9 and I was upcharged on this card by a PSA at the time. So I did grade this back when he was a rookie, and that was during like the big spike and sports cards were going crazy. You guys can see there back in like 2020, 21. I graded this card, it got a 9, and I got upcharged by PSA, and this card probably, I don't know if I could get, excuse me, I don't know if I could get $50 for that card right now. And then we also have the Black Snakeskin 1 of 1 Select Courtside. So very nice one there. You guys can see the 1 of 1 on the back. And then our other 1 of 1, honestly, probably one of Jordan Nwora's best cards in existence outside of like maybe National Treasures. We have a Contenders Optic Gold Vinyl Auto 1 of 1. It is graded as an SGC 8, but this is the only card I have ever seen of Jordan Nwora with an inscription. It's just a number 13. That was his number, but you don't really see any of his autos with an inscription. So anyway, that's a look at some of my previous PCs. Again, not gonna classify those as failures. Some worked out better than others. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the cards that I am currently collecting / players, I guess. And the first one is Lamar Jackson. Now, this is one in particular, you know, I've mentioned a lot of guys have moments and spikes in their market. I have let a lot of Lamar Jackson cards go, you know, in my time collecting him, but he's, you know, absolutely 100% my favorite player in the NFL. I'm always actively looking for his cards whenever I go to like card shows and stuff. If I see something nice, I will pick it up. So again, I've let a lot of his stuff go. I've had some really, really nice ones. A lot of rookies. I've had a rookie Kaboom of his. You guys can see I got the Collegiate Color Blast. So I have had some really nice ones of him, and I've let a lot of them go. But again, he is one that I'm always actively looking for. And if you guys saw my last PSA preview, I think like 3 or 4 were of Lamar Jackson that I'm sending in. So he's just, his cards are, you know, something that I'm always drawn to. And next up, this one isn't necessarily one particular player, but it is tennis cards. So we finally have a wider variety of tennis cards, and that is something that I really you know, kind of want to be known for in the hobby, as being one of the premier tennis collectors in the hobby. So I just have, you know, of course you guys can see a lot of my nicer cards are there in the background. We do have a 1/1 Rafael Nadal out of Leaf. Really, really nice Coco auto from last year's Topps Chrome. We have a Carlos Alcaraz auto also out of Leaf. And honestly, probably my favorite card in my entire collection is the Roger Federer auto out of Transcendent. We have a couple other Carlos Alcaraz Net Pro rookies. And then over there, you guys can't really see that, but we do have a Pete Sampras PSA 10 blue. So those are the cards that kind of stay in the background. And then some of the other nicer cards out of this year's Topps Chrome, we pulled a Novak Djokovic green numbered to 299 there. And then I'm a huge fan of Sabalenka. I really like her a lot. She has a really great personality as well. But this one is the Pineapple Refractor from this year's Topps Chrome, number to 77. She is the current world #1 on the women's side. So I'm a big Sabalenka fan. And then a couple other really nice ones. You guys have probably seen these recently. They did come back in a PSA submission. We got Tommy Paul, we have Elena Rybakina, and then Emma Navarro. So again, not necessarily one player in particular. Obviously, I like a lot of tennis players, but again, that's one of my current goals in the hobby, is just to be known as a premier tennis collector. So moving on, that's my current PC. Now, starting a new collection, and that is gonna be, you guys might be able to guess it. I know I've dropped a few hints here and there, but it is going to be Disney cards. So not necessarily Topps Chrome Disney. I do like Topps Chrome Disney, but in particular, it's gonna be the Disney Lorcana. And really, I don't have any interest in learning or playing the game. Not interested in that at all. I just think the artwork on the Lorcana cards is better than Topps Chrome. Honestly, the Topps Chrome is just a little boring for me. You know, it's a picture of the character, and then you do have like some cool refractors and stuff like that, cool parallels. But the artwork in Lorcana, I'm a much bigger fan of, and I'm just kind of more drawn to that stuff. So I am gonna go ahead and pause the video on my phone. We're gonna bring the face cam up, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some screen recording. We're gonna pull up eBay and see if we can't pull up our first Lorcana Enchanted card. So I do want to mention as well, that's one thing I'm focusing on, not just, you know, Lorcana in general. Gotta be the like full art Lorcana Enchanted cards. So again, we're gonna do some screen recording and see what we can find. All right, so I do have my phone pulled up here. I have some items I am watching. So I have done already a lot of searching for Lorcana Enchanted cards and kind of what's in my price range that I'm looking for. So I do have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. But real quick, before we get into it, I did just want to mention kind of why this interests me. And again, if you guys saw the Eastgate Mall show, I did kind of talk about this a little bit. But my daughter is right around 2.5 years old right now, and I've been watching a bunch of these movies with her. So she's really into like all the princesses right now. Her favorite is Elsa. She loves Moana. So we are actually really looking forward to going and seeing Moana 2 later this month, which brings me to actually one of the cards that I actually, the card that I want the most is the Maui out of Shimmering Skies. So Shimmering Skies is the newest Lorcana set that they released pretty recently. This is a very hard card to find out. Again, you can find this in PSA 10 form, but really, one of my favorite things is grading. You guys probably know that. I really want to be able to pick up a raw card and try to, grade it with PSA and get 10s. So again, this is probably the card that I want the most, is the Maui You're Welcome from Shimmering Skies, which in raw condition, it's right around like $90 to $100. Currently, there are only 2 of these listed on eBay that are in the US. That's another thing. I don't really want to order it from like Australia or the UK and wait like 2 to 3 weeks to get it. I really want to order it from the US. So again, there's 2 currently listed in the US. One is this one right here for $100, and unfortunately you cannot make an offer. But if you look at this photo over here, you can kind of tell it's not a great photo, but the centering is off on the back. And I think with trading cards, it's a little bit different than sports cards. I do think, you can't really judge centering on the front. So I do think centering on the back is a bigger deal. So I don't think that one would get a 10. And then the other one, the only other one in the US that is on eBay is this one right here, also listed at 100. I actually did make an offer and it was auto declined, which I'm actually glad it was, because I looked closer after I made the offer. And you guys can tell right there under his hand, there is a print line that goes through the card all the way through. So I am glad that that was actually auto declined. So those 2 I'm not really interested in, unfortunately. And again, those are the only 2 raw cards listed in the US. So some of the other ones that do interest me, let's go back up to the top. The Mirabelle I am interested in as well. I think it looks like I've already offered on this one. So the sold listings on this card are going for around $35 to $40. And as you can see, I think that one was auto declined as well. So this one's listed at 60. It does look to be in good condition. I offered 35 and it was auto declined. And then scrolling on down, we do have Anna as well. So again, Elsa is my daughter's absolute favorite. I actually like Anna personally a little bit better myself. So this one is definitely a solid option. This one's listed at 86. They do typically sell for around 70 to 80. So I think I am actually gonna send an offer on this one. I have not offered on this one yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it at 65. And I do also have a couple other offers pending as well. So I'm hoping I can get something back before I'm ready to publish this video. Hopefully someone will respond and we can pick up a card. And then the only other one is the Revive. So this one is from Tangled. This is the mother of Rapunzel, or the fake mother. So I'm not a huge fan of her. She's not a good character in the movie, but I do think the artwork on this one is really cool. And this one's pretty cheap. It's only like 40, 50 bucks. So this is another one I do think I am gonna send an offer on. It's listed at $45 or best offer. I have looked at the pictures the best I can. I think the condition on it is okay. So I am gonna go ahead and send an offer. I'm gonna start it at 30. A lot of these cards that are listed and they don't accept offers, it's just tough for me to buy a card outright. I have to shoot an offer. So we're gonna make an offer on that one, and that offer was auto declined. So again, I do have a couple other offers out, so I'm gonna, hopefully something else, hopefully I'll get a response before I am ready to publish this video. I'd have to edit it and everything like that. So I'll keep you guys updated. If nothing happens, I might make a couple other offers, but I will definitely provide an update before I am ready to get this video out. So that is a look at the collection that I'm going to be starting right now. Hopefully I can pick up a nice Lorcana Enchanted card very soon. But I am gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. So I do have a giveaway on this video. So a card from my previous PC. We are gonna give away a Sekou Doumbouya. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm gonna give away the Prism Blue rookie to $2.99. Now, unfortunately, he is no longer in the NBA, but you know, it's a nice color match. It's a rookie card. You never know. He is still playing. He's playing overseas, so you never know. He could make it back to the NBA one day. So if you're interested in that one, be a subscriber, like the video, leave a comment. I'm gonna wrap this one up, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, quick update on some of the offers that we sent out earlier on eBay, and you guys are now looking at the proud new owner of an Anna Enchanted card. So the seller did accept our offer of $65. So that is the very first Disney Lorcana Enchanted card that I have picked up. That is the start of the brand new collection. Very, very excited. Again, Anna's one of my favorite characters. Hopefully the condition is good and we are able to grade that with PSA. And the next card I'm definitely going after is the Maui You're Welcome. So we'll see where this takes us, but I'm very excited. Happy to give you guys an update before we are actually done editing the video. So we picked it up and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. That is a look at the old PC and the current PC / brand new PC that we actually started in this video. So I hope you guys did enjoy.